Didn't get it done there.
Okay, ready?
Inside give. This is the fullback, Young. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go, here we go.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Johnson, the man in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Morris.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Off the play fake, here's Griffin. Pressure comes and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garcon, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And this complete to Pettigrew. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Griffin.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, if incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Griffin. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10 now from the 29. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing again on second and 10. Griffin eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Johnson's got it complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Stafford. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
They run with Morris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is Morris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a complete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
They'll run for it with Morris. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Stafford. And this complete to the tight end Pettigrew. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stafford. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 37 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action. Griffin. They hits Garcon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Play action. It's Griffin. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Pete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch, they're hitting on the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now Griffin on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Griffin to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again is Griffin. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Griffin.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They go play action with Griffin. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
This offense really looking polished.